These are the top 10 most inspirational moments in movie history that has forever influenced my life. Starting with number 10, Terminator 2. Almost every single time I use the ATM, or as I like to call them, the Mac machine, and I've reached a part of the process in which I am now to retrieve the cash, I grab it and pull it out of the machine, folded it up, and I say out loud,
Easy money.
Number 9, 2001, Space Odyssey. This isn't something that was relatable to me throughout my life, but rather as an occurrence of late, in which I find myself saying,
My mind is going. I can feel it.
just as my stomach muscles were different in my youth,
I'm afraid.
so is now the muscle of the mind, and I find myself, just as Hal did, losing mental capacity. Number 8 does not have a video clip nor a movie to accompany it because I cannot remember where I saw it, but I know I saw it, and maybe, hopefully, the help of the movie enthusiast community might be able to point me in the right direction. It was a moment in which the gentleman was about to pour a glass of scotch or whiskey, in which he grabs a glass, holds it up to his mouth, and blows into the glass to dispel any kind of dust or sediment that might be in there. It is something I do often, but I cannot remember what movie I saw it in, and through constant research, I couldn't figure it out. Please help. Number 8. Number 7, The Last Boy Scout.
Hey, life up, bitch.
In movies, it is customary to grab a bag of frozen peas and place it on one's face to reduce swelling, but in The Last Boy Scout, Bruce Willis shows us a perfect way of making an ice pack by placing a tray of ice cubes into a towel and then smashing that towel over and over again, making crushed ice. A method that would make medical professionals very proud. This has been done throughout my life to make crushed ice, and I chalk it up to Bruce Willis's great tutorial. On a side note, The Last Boy Scout is in the top 10 of my movies of all time. This movie isn't just nominated for the most underrated movie ever, but it probably won the award. If you haven't seen The Last Boy Scout and you call yourself a movie buff, you might want to hit the gym a little harder and go watch this one. This is one of those examples where a national re-release in theaters should be a thing, because a remake would not do this movie any justice, but placing the actual original Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans movie back in the theaters would just be mo money, and mo money for the studio. Number 6, Ace Ventura, the Pet Detective number 2, When Nature Calls. It is not often that you wish to rewind time, but nobody did it better than when Jim Carrey brought back time. I have often have done this moment, not after recalling someone stepping in guano, but just as I go in reverse, I say, Number 5 is a shout out to all my gamers. Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, but oftentimes when playing a first-person shooter, you find yourself not choosing to, but having to actually have to camp in a corner. And when your opponent runs by you, you shoot him in the head.
Play the corners, rookie.
Number 4, All Dogs Go to Heaven.
We're gonna die.
As Charlie is confronted with his enemy, he finds himself in quite a predicament. And here we find a beautiful message in life. It is better to share love with thy enemy than to share hate. Positivity. To come together and sing one of the most beautiful songs ever written. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, let's make music together, baby. You take the dough, I'll take the ray. You better hang on to me.
Number 3, The Money Pit, featuring Tom Hanks and Shelley Long. Often life will hand you lemons, and reaction to a bad situation is most commonly depicted by Hollywood or television with anger. Uh, but what happens in the money pit is just one bad moment after another into the ultimate fail moment, and in a manner of absolute defeat that can only be accompanied normally with tears or screaming or violence. Tom Hanks begins to laugh hysterically. And it is here that we recognize that life won't always be gumdrops and rainbows, but when it gets rough, never stop laughing, never stop smiling, and more importantly, never give up. Number 2, Mannequin, from 1987, featuring Andrew McCartney and Kim Cattrall. It is the best music to movie moment ever in the history of movies. It leaves one with a permanent impression that one's life can have a happy ending as long as you can find the right song to pair it with. This magical movie moment was brought to you by Jefferson Starship with their smash hit single, Never Gonna Stop Us Now.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true.
And number 1, Coming to America, featuring Eddie Murphy. I've been in too many relationships, and consequently, I've fallen in love far more times than I'd like to admit. Becoming familiar with this new companionship and having the overwhelming feeling of love that takes over the mind and body, erupting into absolute joy, has not been depicted better than in Eddie Murphy's perfect portrayal of the emotion of love. Every time I have experienced love, I have sang the song out loud because there is no better way than how Eddie Murphy showed us how to do it, to express our emotion of love.
To be loved, wow, what a feeling. To be loved, some wish to be a king or a queen. Some wish for fortune and fame. But to be truly loved is more than all of these things. Wow! Someone to care, someone to share. Lonely hours and moments of despair. To be loved, Whoa, what a feeling to be.
And that will conclude our top 10 most influential movies of my life. And thank you for watching.